So how to use a forecast? Well, one, recognize that it's an estimate. There's going to be some uncertainty into it, and depending on how much is at stake would determine how much effort you put into developing the forecast. And then you develop 3 scenarios. You've probably heard this before: best case scenario, worst case scenario, and most likely scenario. Best case scenario is everything works great, this is what we'll sell. Worst case scenario is if everything goes to heck, this is what we sell. And the most likely is what I think is really going to happen. And then if you can't live with the outcome of the worst case scenario, don't do it. You know, if the worst case is that we go to jail and the company goes bankrupt, let's not do that. Okay? If you can live with the worst case scenario, then go ahead and implement the plan using the most likely as your benchmark, and then have contingency plans in place. What happens if it looks like things are happening better than expected? We're looking more like the best case scenario. Do I need to increase production? Do I need to order more supplies? I want to be able to take advantage of that. And similarly, what happens if things are going below plan? If we're heading towards the worst case scenario, maybe I can cancel some contracts to reduce the loss, minimize the loss. But the idea, you think about this in advance, implement the plan based on what you think is going to happen, and then adjust based on what you've anticipated. And you could see where that chain ratio approach would be very helpful here, because it gives you specific things to look at when you're trying to assess what do we fix or what do we improve as we're going towards best case or worst case. That's it for today.